Welcome to MWR Life on Air. I'm your host, Melissa Schaffner. In this week's show, we'll visit with CynDe Clack to discuss the debut of the MWR Life magazine retiree issue. Then I'll talk with Jessica Ryan about our upcoming events and activities. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
I'm Lauren Hours, and I'm married to Specialist Colt Hours. Together, with our beautiful daughter Paisley, we have been a military family for a little over 2 years. We have experienced 2 duty stations and are currently going through our first deployment. My husband and I lean on one another to provide strength and support for each other and our family. November is Military Family Appreciation Month, and Fort Campbell MWR is celebrating military families for being strong, caring, and resilient. Long work hours, deployments, and relocating are just a few of the challenges our military families face. We recognize our strength when we overcome these challenges together. These situations allow us to become a stronger family unit. During deployment, spouses lean on their Army family to care for one another and provide support. Military organizations on post educate military families to be resilient. Military families allow soldiers to focus on their job and proudly serve our country. The strength of the Army is our soldiers, and the strength of our soldiers comes from their families. Army families are Army strong. Let's appreciate our military families all year long.
Welcome back. MWR Life magazine features stories about events, programs, activities, and notable families and single soldiers at Fort Campbell. However, this month we debuted a magazine specifically dedicated to our retiree population. Our MWR Life editor, CynDe Clack, is here with me now to talk about the retiree issue and some other magazine highlights. Welcome to the show, CynDe.
Thank you, Melissa. I'm glad to be here.
Now, you do a lot of things for us here in MWR, one of which being you monitor our Facebook page all day.
I do.
So that's got to be a lot of fun and busy. It keeps you busy.
It does. It is. I stay busy. It's fun. It's challenging sometimes.
Well, there's lots of questions, and people have gotten used to getting immediate answers. So
I try.
We praise you for that. And that means you pretty much know everything that's going on in MWR. And I don't know how you find the time, but you also edit our magazines. And that means selecting photos and stories and writers and topics. And now we have a new one.
We do. Our MWR Life for Retirees. And I can't tell you how excited I am that we have this magazine. We have such a large retiree population in the Fort Campbell community, and we need them to know that they're still part of our community. They can still come on post, they can still use our facilities, they can come to our activities, they don't have to wait for a special event, they can come every day.
That's right. You know, a lot of people retire in Fort Campbell because they want to stay close to the things that they count on as a retiree, their health care, they want to be close to Bach or their pharmacy, and they want to use the commissary and shop at the exchange, but there's so much more here for them, and you know all about that because you're from a retiree family.
I am. My husband retired from here a few years ago.
And you decided to stay because there's so much to offer here in this community.
Right, yes. We love Fort Campbell. We love Clarksville, too.
One of the things that you do for us in MWR is that you man the table at the Retiree Appreciation Fair every year. So you get face-to-face with a lot of these retirees who maybe only come back once a year.
That's true. And it's so interesting. I meet the most interesting people. They come, some of them are very familiar with this area, and some of them come from many states away just to come for the one weekend. I met people from my hometown that I didn't know.
You're a Tennessee native.
Yes,
Right.
from East Tennessee.
So when they come for the Retiree Appreciation Fair, there's a lot of things that they come to do. They want to do some things at the hospital perhaps, or, you know, they want to feel part of the community. I know that they bring out some new equipment and soldiers to talk about how it is today.
Right.
But the other thing is that they come to get information, and we can tell them about MWR while they're here.
And it was so great to be able to hand them our new magazine this year. We had very positive feedback, and we were taking people's names and addresses for future issues to be mailed directly to them. And if you weren't at the fair and would like to have future issues mailed, just send your name and address to MWR Life Retiree at fortcampbellmwr.com.
And we'll put that right up on the screen so people can make note of that. So we printed 5,000 issues of this very first magazine for retirees, and we're going to try to do that about quarterly.
Yes.
And a lot of people, you know, our soldier magazines and our family magazines, people who are on post every day, they pick them up at the commissary, or, you know, maybe there's a box with the newspaper near their unit, and it's put in the newspaper the first week of each month. But it might not be so easy for retirees. So being able to have this sent to their home when it comes out, even if they live in East Tennessee or Kentucky, and they only come down maybe once a month to shop at the commissary, they've got it handy to remind them about all the things that they can do. So I think that's a great idea, that we'll be able to send this magazine directly to the retirees.
Yes.
But it'll also be places where they go, or where they go most. Commissary, TRICARE pharmacy, things like that.
Yes, Bach.
Yeah, and it's going to focus on things that are of interest to retirees. Tell me a little bit about some of the topics and subjects in the first magazine.
Right. Now, in the first one, we did spend some time going over the MWR activities because we do want them to know that they are still welcome at all of our activities. But we also did retired, not really, because very few people get to actually retire and stop work.
Right.
And being successful after retirement and vacations on a retiree budget.
Yeah, money does change when you retire.
Yes.
Even if you've planned well, you still have to live in that fixed, budget, and you want to do fun stuff, and MWR is a great way to channel those limited funds. But you talked about one of our well-known retirees who stayed here in the community, Wayne St. Louis. What's he doing now?
He's with the 101st Association.
Right. He went right from retiring as the Division Rear Detachment Command Sergeant Major directly into a position here on post helping support soldiers and former soldiers.
Yes,
So
and
great
he's a
story
wonderful
there.
man, yes.
And, you've got things in the magazine that focus on what to do with your time, but you want to know what retirees want to hear about.
Oh, we do. The same email address, MWR Life Retiree. We would love to have people send us suggestions of things that they would like to see in the magazine, topics they would like to have covered. And if we could find some retiree writers,
Wouldn't that be wonderful?
I would love that.
Yeah, if you like to write and you're retired, not really, or you're looking for things to fill your time, you could write for the magazine. But there's a lot of volunteer opportunities too.
Yes, there are. There are volunteer opportunities with ACS, at the hospital, USO. We would love to have volunteers, retiree volunteers with our marketing.
Yep, there's lots to do and lots of ways to still stay involved. The schools, even things like that. So our retirees are a big part of the community that encompasses everyone that MWR serves. Our logo says, soldiers, families, retirees, and civilians. So that's pretty important, and we want to make sure that they're getting some of our MWR love as well. So thanks for taking on that project.
I loved it. Thanks for letting me.
Yeah, and we want to look forward to seeing a new one. About when do you think the next issue might come out?
We're looking at mid-March.
Okay, so we want to make sure our retirees know again, where's that email address that they can write with ideas or let us know they want to get it in the mail.
Yes, MWR Life Retiree at FortCampbellMWR.com.
Super. Thanks, CynDe. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
The ceremony, the kiss, the moment, the guests, the music, the decorations, the day. If you have a special event coming up, let Joe's Swing Recreational Facility host your big day. Joe's Swing has a fully equipped kitchen, as well as exceptional cuisine provided by Cole Park Commons Eagle Catering. Seating and tables are available for up to 200 people. Plenty of comfortable space for all your decorations and guests. With a state-of-the-art lighting and audio system, your event or party can get started right away with ease. Enjoy your picture-perfect moment set outdoors with a beautiful scenic view of the quarry as a backdrop. Joe's Swing Recreational Facility is located just inside Gate 1 behind Dolan Pool. For more information, please contact Eagle Catering at 270-798-4610. Joe's Swing Recreational Facility, the hidden treasure that caters to soldiers and families.